what decisions have been made so far at City Council, and hear from Peter Zanoni on what needs to happen for us to enter a water emergency.
And the drought is creating a domino effect, with more coastal Bend cities feeling the impact. Neighborhood News reporter Melissa Trevino will show us how Three Rivers is handling the water crisis.
I'm Stephanie Molina in Robstown on how a local restaurant is making high-quality water their priority.
Hey there, good Wednesday morning, folks. You are watching Chris 6 Sunrise and, of course, waking up with the Hoffmans today. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. You know what? It was kind of chilly out this morning, right? We got to see when things are going to warm up. So let's check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see if spring is on the horizon. Hey, good morning.
Well, good morning, you guys. Absolutely, spring is on the horizon. We are officially on the warm-up. Doesn't feel quite like it right now in those 40s here in Corpus Christi, but compared to the 30s we were seeing make their way onto the board yesterday, I'm definitely excited about the 40s today. Taking a look at our SPID Skycam, you can see luckily we haven't been tracking any of those major slowdowns this morning, just the cool temperatures as you work your way inland. Lots of those 40s as you work your way inland, but even 60s along the coast. Port Aransas is coming in at 62 degrees with Rockport sitting at that 60-degree mark on the money. Corpus Christi and Beeville, both of us are down to 46 degrees with that coldest temperature on the board coming in from Kingsville right now. Your temperature sitting at 44 so far. So either way, I think it's definitely a jacket-worthy Wednesday morning, maybe even worthy of keeping it into the afternoon, but luckily we do push back into those 70s. I'm thinking 76 degrees for our daytime high here in Corpus Christi with winds pretty light around at the southeast, about 10 to 20 miles an hour in terms of those peak winds. If you're getting ready to head out for the day, here's a look at that current traffic flow. No issues on the Harbor Bridge, and for our major roadways in Corpus Christi, also looking pretty good. So setting up for a good and green Wednesday morning, but of course I'll have more details on the rest of the week ahead and the official start of spring in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Stephen. Thank you so much. So there's one question a lot of you have been asking. When will the city declare a water emergency, and what would that look like? Well, we spoke with city manager Peter Zanoni yesterday, and he said the city has enough water for the next several months and doesn't want to cause panic by declaring a water emergency just yet, with the city currently working to bring more water online.
He added this spring we could get some rain. When asked about the plan for a level 1 emergency, he just said that they're working on it.
So it includes things like how do we respond to water needs at hospitals and nursing homes and schools? What about new housing construction? What are the curtailment targets? Are there fee increases known as surcharges? All those are going to be developed over these next several weeks with the City Council and the community. And so that's what we're working on next on this drought.
And Zanoni says he plans to ask council to make the third meeting a workshop to figure out those details.
I'm Melissa Trevino in Three Rivers, where you'll often find me. As talks over water continue in Corpus Christi, neighbors here have problems of their own. Three Rivers doesn't get their water directly from Corpus Christi, but they do get it from Choke Canyon. Just 2 weeks ago, Corpus Christi City Manager Peter Zanoni warned Three Rivers would be the first impacted by the water shortage. It's left many concerned, including schools. That's why they're looking into options like water wells. Superintendent Les Dragon tells me they've already reached out to a local water well company.
And he did give us some feedback about how much it would cost. Which was about $20,000 for a 200-foot well, but he wasn't especially confident that we would have the volume of water that we needed or the quality of water.
The district has about 540 students. For now, they tell me it's a waiting game. Wait for a solution or get rain soon. In Three Rivers, I'm Melissa Trevino, Press 6 News.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Stephanie Molina. As we reported before, many residents have raised concerns about the water quality. Now, one local business is taking action to reverse those concerns with the reverse osmosis filtration system.
This machine, I believe, comes back and gives some taste to the water, so it's not just so bland.
That's Ronnie Flores, co-owner of Rod and Rolls, a staple in the Robstown community. They recently installed a commercial reverse osmosis filtration system. The system takes in the building's water and works its magic.
Water filters through this membrane we got a drain line here that pushes out all the, it's what called dirty water. And then the residual comes into our storage tank, which we hold in reserve. So when our tea machine or ice machine call for it, it's ready with clean water.
The OR removes contaminants and improves water quality.
Super fluffy. When you take it home and you bag it, it's not necessarily going to get hard. So you can see the clarity pretty much overnight.
For every gallon of clean water it produces, it discards 4 gallons of wastewater. Flores says the customers have noticed the difference.
They can definitely taste it in our fresh water. We do a lot of fresh water. We sell tons of tea. So the clarity of the tea changed pretty drastically.
Roxanne Flores works in Robstown and has been coming here for over a year. She says she appreciates the business attentiveness.
It does put me at ease knowing that those, all those water concerns that are going on, and knowing that this place is taking extra precautions for their customers is very much, it's comforting.
And other Robstown neighbors feel the same.
Why did you guys decide to do this?
It comes down to quality and consistency. I mean, that's our brand.
Owners say they recommend this filter system to other businesses and are happy to show them how it works. In Robstown, I'm Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
Well, howdy and happy Wednesday, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Taking a look at the sunset from last night. Thank you to Patricia Bowman for sending in this photo. This was over there by the Packery Channel, and just some wonderful colors in the sky. Got that nice water there too. And if you get any good shots like this, sunrises, sunsets, maybe some good thunderstorms once they decide they want to return to the Coastal Bend, go on and take a good quick picture of that. Send it into our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group. We'd absolutely love to see it, and also could see one of your photos featured on our broadcasts. For our current temperatures we're waking up to this morning, we have a pretty significant spread compared to our normal mornings. 46 degrees in Mathis right now, but if you're waking up in Rockport, you could expect about 60 degrees on the board. Our warmest spot is coming in from Port Aransas. They're sitting at 62, with the coldest spot as you work your way inland, Falfurrias and San Diego at a tie right now, sitting at that 43-degree mark with feels like temperatures as low as 41 degrees out there. If you're heading out for an early dog walk, though, this morning, we've got a pretty cool morning on our hands, but we will be back on the warm-up. Today's star is going to be Cami Avila, definitely looking like she's enjoying our almost start to spring. Nonetheless, she's got her flowers ready, it looks like, and those temperatures are going to be on the rise as we head into later morning hours. 65 degrees by 10 a.m., back into those 70s as we're heading out for lunch later this afternoon, and going to see those daytime highs closer to that 76-degree mark here in Corpus Christi, but we see a few 80s sprinkled in as you work your way inland out to the west towards Duval County, Freer, Hebronville, even towards the south towards Falfurrias. Potentially that 80 or 81 degree mark today. That's because your relative humidity not quite as moist, so that allows those air temperatures to heat up just a little bit more out there. As we're looking at the forecast, fire danger still in the wake of that cold front, even though our winds are back out of the southeast. The soils, the air, they're both very dry right now. That's why we're holding on to this high forecast fire danger today, and even through the next couple of days, it only goes as low as moderate as we're heading into our Thursday and then even into our Friday. So definitely something to be mindful of as we're heading through the back half of this third week of March now. We are just looking still pretty dry out there, but the good news is it is looking like pretty nice weather to get out and enjoy some of it. Here's how that 7-day forecast is shaping up currently. We're chasing the 82-degree mark already by tomorrow. The spring season officially starts there by Friday morning. We're chasing 85 degrees and already starting to look a little bit more like summer as we're heading into this weekend. That's where we're expecting the 88-degree mark and a few 90s sprinkled in out west by Saturday. Wall-to-wall sunshine takes us into next week, so not going to need the umbrella other than for shade. Those mid-80s settling out for daytime highs, with mid-60s where we settle out for those overnight lows.
So we're all looking for a bit of relief at the gas pump as prices continue to rise. A few tips on how you can save so you don't waste your money.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
So protein is a critical part of a person's diet. It helps build muscles, repair cells, and create new ones. But experts say many people actually don't consume it the way they should. Dietitians with Cleveland Clinic say your daily protein quota shouldn't be filled in one setting. Instead, she says to work it into snacks and meals throughout the day. Your breakfast could include Greek yogurt, eggs, and sausage. Lunch and dinner could include chicken, fish, turkey, or lean red meat.
I can't emphasize enough having a large variety of protein sources is really key, and I can't emphasize enough as having them available to you, readily available, so you're able to easily meet your needs.
And also having a variety of proteins to eat will maximize nutrient intake because different sources give you different nutrients. Eating only one kind of protein could lead to higher cholesterol or increase your risk of developing heart disease.
Gas prices are rising, but you don't have to pay full price.
We have ways to help you save at the pump. Tensions in the Middle East are pushing crude oil prices higher, and that ripple effect is showing at the pump, hitting drivers here at home.
I budget to go get my gas, so I know I got to save $20 to get gas.
When gas costs less, drivers say it opens the door for other ways to spend.
I definitely could maybe go out to dinner more or do more fun things like sports games or stuff like that.
That's why downloading a gas-saving app can be a real money saver this spring. Katie Miller connects to the Waze app for lower prices.
It gives you options of the cheapest near you, and I just click the cheapest one.
Another way to save? NerdWallet suggests a gas credit card that earns at least 3% back on fuel purchases.
A lot of cards that earn more cash back or travel rewards on gas also earn points on things like dining or travel.
But NerdWallet's Sarah Rathner recommends getting a credit card that lets you earn points at any gas station, not just one brand of fuel.
Most drivers are not loyal to one particular gas station company because you fuel up as you travel.
Or she says download an app like Gas Buddy, which helps you check prices in real time, or Upside, which offers cash back on gas purchases at thousands of stations, though not at Kroger.
If you are a Kroger customer, you can turn those trips into savings at the pump. Fuel points take 10 cents off per gallon for every 100 points. And bonus offers can stack your savings like 4 times fuel points on Fridays and 5 times points for Boost members. That's more important than ever this year. Because even without Iran, Aixa Diaz of AAA says spring is when gas prices typically climb.
Springtime is when you've got spring break travelers, you've got gasoline demand going up, the weather's getting nicer.
Finally, Tracy Wright's hack is to never stop at the first station she sees.
Try to find a station that's lower and you go there.
Yeah. And we're using some of these strategies ourselves and taking them straight to the pump.
We've got a list of these ways to save and more over on WCPO.com.
And that way you don't waste your money.
All right, it's time to take a look at the averages. According to Gas Buddy, national 386 up by 6 cents since yesterday, 91 cents since the war began. Texas 355 up by 8 cents since yesterday, 99 cents since the war began. In Corpus Christi, 359 up by 5 cents since yesterday, a whopping 99 cents since the war began. In Corpus Christi, cheapest I was able to find is over at the Walmart on Staples, $3.27 according to Gas Buddy. For our Portland neighbors, Murphy USA next to the Walmart, $3.56. If you're out there on the island, it looks like most stations are in agreement, $3.59, although there are a couple that are more expensive up there in Port A. Keep in mind these prices could fluctuate and do fluctuate during the day, so might want to stop if you happen to find anything cheaper than these. I have all these prices posted on our website, christv.com.
Well, good Wednesday morning, Coastal Bend. Taking a look from our USS Lexington cam, thanks to First Community Bank. We've got that good green once again on the Harbor Bridge. Got the aquarium nice and lit up now, too, for our Wednesday morning. But temperature-wise, we're sitting at 46 degrees, winds out of the southeast at 7 miles an hour. And those winds out of the southeast are going to remain with us as we head through the rest of today. Now, something I want to break down as we're getting ready to kick off our official start to spring on Friday is the difference between meteorological and astronomical spring for us. Now, when we're talking about astronomical spring, that is your official spring, of course. That's based on the position of our Earth in relation to the sun, I should say. Once we start to see that spring equinox come around, that's where our daylight in terms of the day and the nighttime for night, of course, those come in about even roughly 12 hours each for that day. And then we start to get those longer days as we start to head into summer. And with those seasons for astronomical spring, that can actually vary in the number of days. You could see that equinox any day between March 20th and 22nd. This this year going to come in on that 20th on Friday. For meteorological spring, this is more for our annual temperature cycle, what we tend to think where we see those cooler temperatures working in and warmer temperatures working in, whether you're going into winter or spring and then into summer. We'd use meteorological spring as March 1st to May 31st, so we're already well into it now, a couple of weeks into it. This is what we use to keep our temperature records. So when you hear us refer to those average temperatures for spring or for winter, that's what we're referring to more so is that meteorological spring or winter that just shapes up more with the months as opposed to the Earth in relation to the sun. Now getting into your forecast for your Wednesday as we're heading into it, we're still off to a chilly start even though we're in meteorological spring. 46 degrees here in Corpus Christi and feeling like that 42 degree mark. Quite a bit warmer though as you work your way towards the coast. 62 is what we're seeing in Port Aransas, and we still have 58 degrees is what we're reading over by the Naval Air Station. As you're heading out for that bus stop forecast though, you can expect our temperatures back into the 70s as you're getting ready for that 3 p.m. pickup, topping out about 76 degrees here in Corpus Christi today, and through the rest of the 7-day forecast, we are continuing to warm up. Those 80s return by tomorrow. The official start of astronomical spring on Friday at 85 degrees and an even warmer weekend in store under plenty of sunshine. Of course, stay tuned for more Chris 6 news and weather right after this short break.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
My name is Vincent Chiva, and we are the Patty and Vinny's Cool Pops, and I wish everybody a good morning.
Oh, he did such a great job. Well, good morning to you guys too. And folks, if you want to see yourself too on TV, make sure you send us a shout out video as well, and just head to our website or scan this QR code to do so.
Well, good Wednesday morning there, Coastal Bend. Taking a look at our SPID Skycam. Not tracking any major slowdowns as of right now. Got a little action out there though, it looks like. What we are tracking so far, those cold temperatures for our Wednesday morning. We're in the 40s for most of our inland neighborhoods, sitting at 45 degrees there in Beeville. We're matching that for Alice so far this morning with the coldest temperature on the board coming in from Kingsville. You're sitting at about 44 degrees. Luckily, those winds out of the southeast for all of us, mostly 5 to 10 miles an hour. Port Aransas is coming in at 14 miles an hour, but still much better than where we started the week with that 30 to 40 mile per hour range. As we're heading through the rest of the day, we're only going to see those winds top out about 15 to 20 miles per hour, but that sunshine is going to take us back into the 70s this afternoon. I'm thinking 76 degrees for our daytime high here in Corpus Christi. If you're heading out for the day, getting ready for work, here's how that traffic is currently flowing. No issues on the Harbor Bridge, and our major roadways in Corpus Christi also coming in pretty clear, so setting up for a good and green Wednesday morning. Of course, I'll have more details about the rest of the week coming up after this short break. Well, howdy and happy Wednesday. Coastal Bend taking a live view from our USS Lexington cam thanks to our friends over at First Community Bank. We've got that good green back on the Harbor Bridge. Also the aquarium nice and lit up for our Wednesday morning, but so far very chilly temperatures here in Corpus Christi, coming in at 46 degrees from CCIA. Winds out of the southeast about 7 miles per hour so far, and that's pretty similar for most of our inland neighborhoods. Let's take a closer look at those temperatures with our Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network. Starting off on the south side, 46 degrees your temperature over there on Graham Road, 50 for Garden Court, but the coldest temperature on the south side coming in from Taylor's Way, that's sitting at about 47 degrees, and then 50 degrees on the money for Pebble Beach Drive so far. Off to the north towards Lake Corpus Christi, those temperatures coming in those mid to upper 40s, 48 degrees for County Road 803, County Road 370 there right next to Lake Corpus Christi coming in at 45 so far. But as we're getting ready to head through the next few hours, here's a look at our dog walking forecast. Today's star going to be Cammie Avila, and she is definitely looking like she's enjoying meteorological spring. She's got the flowers coming out there and enjoying some nice sunbathing in her backyard, it looks like. Nonetheless, for Cammie's temperatures, going to be pretty nice as we head into later portions of the morning. 69 degrees by 11 a.m., up to 71 as we're heading out for lunch later this afternoon. And winds not too bad. They're just out of the southeast, about 5 to 10 miles an hour for us as we're heading through the morning hours, starting to pick up closer to 15 to 20 miles an hour as we're heading into the afternoon, but that's pretty average for Corpus Christi and the Coastal Bend. As we're heading towards those daytime highs, about a 10-degree spread. Port Aransas and the coastal communities expecting closer to that 70-degree mark, but as you work your way inland towards Duval County, where there's not quite as much relative humidity in the air, that's where that allows those air temperatures to heat up, and we see about 80 degrees for that daytime high, but nonetheless, we're all chasing the 70s, maybe 80 degrees today. Just about perfect if you ask me, with all the sunshine we're also expecting. Now, as we go through the next few days, we're still going to be expecting that sunshine, but as we look towards the west coast for what's to come, it's going to be this red ridge of high pressure. That's going to move in towards the central United States and strengthen as it does. That's going to mean our daytime highs are on the rise here in Corpus Christi as we're heading into Saturday. Luckily, as we start to head in towards Sunday and next week, that high pressure starts to weaken some, and that's where our daytime highs also start to weaken some, more towards those mid-80s as opposed to chasing some of the 90s around our area, but we're still going to be remaining well above average, it looks like, as we head into next week with that dominant ridge of high pressure overhead. Here's how those forecast highs really shape up. You can see how they do peak on Saturday and then start to come down, but still remaining well above average, I should say, as we head into next week. And the other part of that ridge of high pressure, it's going to stifle away any of our rain chances as we head through the next 7 days. Not going to need that umbrella in terms of rain. All you're going to need it for, it looks like, just to give you some shade as we're heading through the entire 7-day forecast. Here's how it is currently shaping up for us. The 80s are going to make their return for all of us tomorrow, and even 85 degrees as we get ready to kick off the official start of spring on Friday. This weekend feeling a little bit more like summer, though, with those upper 80s for daytime highs. Luckily, that stifles a little bit into next week with the mid 80s and then overnight lows settling out in those mid 60s as we kick off next week.
He served overseas, but the battle came home. For this week's Veterans in Focus, I'll share the story of one local veteran who's using creativity to expose a threat most of us have never seen.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
Millions of U.S. veterans may have been exposed to toxic burn pits during deployment, but many people still don't know what that means or how it's affecting the lives of those who served. So one Air Force veteran is using art to make that reality impossible to ignore. The danger isn't always visible, but inside this gallery, it takes shape. Every piece here starts the same way, with something worn in service. Ian Manso calls it residue.
This is my thesis exhibition, culmination of 7 years of schooling.
He took a collection of donated military uniforms and turned it into a warning.
There's an estimated 3.5 million veterans who have been exposed to toxic exposure.
He's talking about burn pits, used during deployments to dispose of waste. And the pits release toxic smoke linked to serious health problems, including cancer and respiratory disease.
Once they get in your system, they don't get out.
In his work, those materials also don't disappear, they transform.
I use the uniforms as a combustion material, and the carbon from the uniforms bonds to the clay and creates the colors and swirls and the blacks that we see. And that carbon is also taken and collected afterwards and used on the prints, which are all medical imagery of the fallout of burn pit exposure. The vast majority of the imagery on the wall is cancer.
Have you been able to see how people respond to your work?
They're usually surprised when they start to learn what the imagery is, because it's fairly abstracted and they think it looks very pretty, and then when they find out it's cancer or something along those lines, they're kind of get a deep breath from them.
And for him, this isn't just art, it's personal.
I got burn pit exposure while I was in Afghanistan.
After 14 years in the Air Force, Manso was medically retired, and he started researching burn pits while trying to understand fertility challenges in his own life.
It's kind of one of those silent things that I don't think people realize is there. The fallout from it can take years, decades.
Through his work, Manso hopes to reach both veterans and civilians. For veterans, a reminder they're not alone. For the public, a clear picture of the cost.
For this project, it's to try to bring some awareness.
Now, a portion of the proceeds from his art will go to the local nonprofit Burn Pits 360, which advocates for veterans affected by toxic exposure. And residue will be on display at the TAM-UCC Whale Gallery through the end of the month.
Well, hey there and happy Wednesday, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Taking a live view from our studio Skycam, you can see downtown in view. The flags are flying nicely there, but wind's not too bad this morning. Winds out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour. The temperature's not so nice this morning. 46 degrees is what we're waking up to here in Corpus Christi, and 40s for most of our inland neighborhoods. But as you start to work your way towards the coast, that's where there's just a little bit of some warmer temperatures. At least 62 degrees for Port Aransas so far, 60 degrees on the money sunny in Rockport right now, with coldest temperatures coming in from Kingsville, sitting at that 44-degree mark on the board. The Naval Air Station, luckily, sitting at 58 degrees so far. But all of us, as we head through the rest of our Wednesday, we'll see that sunshine come back out into the later morning and afternoon. 61 by 9 a.m., 69 by 11 a.m., and then those 70s return this afternoon. I'm thinking 76 degrees for our daytime high in Corpus Christi, and winds only pushing 15 to 20 miles an hour, so much more comfortable than where we started the week with 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. Now, one thing we are still dealing with in the wake of last weekend's cold front, the dry weather in the atmosphere and the dry soils out there. So our forecast fire danger today, unfortunately, in the high category for the entire coastal bend, and through tomorrow and into our Friday, we only see that moderate category make its return, still holding on to a decent portion of that high fire danger. So as we finish off this third week of March, definitely something just to be mindful of, especially considering the ongoing burn bans. Through that 7-day forecast, though, we're getting ready to kick off the official start of spring Friday morning. We're chasing 85 degrees with an even warmer weekend in store with these upper 80s. Luckily, those overnight lows settle out in the mid-60s heading into next week. Of course, stick around for more Chris 6 news and weather right after this short break.
The question on everyone's mind, will we enter level 1 water emergency? I'm Drew Bishop with a report from City Hall that outlines 6 models that give us a clearer picture on when we'll hit water curtailment.
Can Evangeline save us from a water emergency?
It's the only thing right now that'll keep us out of a level 1 water emergency. You're going to see that.
I'm Adam Beam looking at that project and the obstacles it still faces.
Now, 20 minutes of nonstop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
Hey folks, thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of non-stop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, we'll check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones in just a moment. But first, we want to recap yesterday's City Council meeting and their decisions when it comes to our water supply.
So Governor Greg Abbott, his office told us that he is now stepping in. He's ordered officials to keep the Lake Texano water flowing to the city.
That's right. The governor has also waived state regulations so the state environmental agency can issue emergency water permits faster. Those permits are critical. The city's wells can't run at full capacity without them, and the reservoirs are nearly empty. But neighbors nearby say water tests in the Nueces River show salt levels more than 5 times the federal limit, raising concerns that more pumping could make things worse.
Corpus Christi Water has 6 potential outcomes in our water crisis, and 5 of them include level 1 water emergency. I'm Drew Bishop breaking down all 6 potential outcomes.
These are the scenarios that we decided working with our consultants to show you.
6 scenarios, 3 outcomes, and 1 chance to avoid level 1 water emergency. Corpus Christi Water COO Nick Winkleman stepped to the podium on Tuesday night to present 6 models that project our water future. Scenarios A and B, we would enter level 1 water emergency and curtailment by May of this year, just 2 months from now. According to Winkleman, the only difference is that scenario A projects 4 million gallons a day from the eastern well field, while B projects 10 million gallons a day. Scenarios C and D are both slightly more optimistic, with level 1 water emergency projected in October of this year. Scenario C includes the western well fields bringing in water by April. Scenario D accounts for a delay in permits for that project, with the water coming by July. Scenario E, in short, is where everything goes correctly. From Evangeline to the western wells and even seeing some rainfall, this outcome would prevent level 1 water emergency. However, City Manager Peter Zanoni says the National Weather Service has told Corpus Christi Water that we are expected to get almost no significant rain over the next 3 months. This means scenario E, with its inclusion of rainfall, is the least likely outcome. City Manager Peter Zanoni says they'll refine these models in the weeks to come and will recommend a primary model in the future after more resolution on water projects. Adding to the sense of urgency, Corpus Christi Water's interim COO told council members that as our lake levels drop, our water quality is degrading and our arsenic levels are worsening. Reporting from the studio, I'm Drew Bishop, Chris 6 News.
Drew, thank you so much. And dozens of Corpus Christi residents packed City Hall yesterday with a water crisis at the center of it all. 47 people signed up to speak during public comment, with most demanding answers about the city's water situation.
Name in your city for the record. Sorry,
I asked my friend, I go, what is wastewater?
Ma'am.
From the sewer?
Hold on one
We're
second.
Like third country. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yes.
And you can see the meeting grew tense. At least 3 people caused outbursts and 2 were escorted out. One speaker, Scott Barraza of Nueces County, pressed council on the city's Good Neighbor program, questioning whether rural residents will be protected when new pumping from the Western Wellfield begins.
While another speaker called out what he says is an unfair system where large industrial water users can pay a fee to avoid water restrictions that homeowners must follow.
That has gone before. I've had no reassurances through that Good Neighbor program on what's going to happen. How are you going to remedy us? What requirements are you going to ask us to prove that our wells went dry because of your pumping?
If there's enough water to support continued large-scale development, then why are residents being told they cannot even minimally water their lawns, something many homeowners rely on to help protect foundations and maintain basic property safety such as fire prevention?
Resident Rachel Caballero also addressed the council, saying that she filed a petition to remove the mayor and articles of impeachment and calling for transparency and accountability from city leaders.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam. The city of Corpus Christi is betting big on Evangeline with millions of dollars on the line. The question is, will it be enough?
More than $670 million. That's how much the Evangeline Groundwater project is expected to cost the city of Corpus Christi, with the council voting to move forward with contracts and agreements to keep the project moving. But that big cost comes with a bigger risk, and that's if the project even comes online.
Drilling permits and transfer permits, and that's what we've been working on. But until those permits are in hand, the agreement doesn't go through.
In February, protests in Sanpac County left the project in legal limbo, and at the time, any delay to that project meant it couldn't come online by the November curtailment deadline. Now, that November deadline is a best-case scenario, with the possibility of curtailment coming even sooner. Despite this, city leaders say the project could still be pumping by November.
It's the only thing right now that'll keep us out of a level 1 water emergency. You're going to see that.
But parties like Sinton remain staunch with their protest. Last week, they declined an invitation to sit down with Corpus leaders, citing concerns with transparency. And while Corpus leaders want to keep the door for communication open, residents disagree.
The city of Sinton is saying, we don't like the way that you want to use your water rights. So it's a value judgment, right? You know, worst case scenario, if we can't get a transfer permit, you know, we could sell that water to them, couldn't we?
We are your priority. I want you to be good neighbors after you take care of us.
And with Governor Abbott threatening state intervention, the city manager says they're exploring that avenue as well.
Local rules could be waived to include that groundwater conservation district, so the seller of the groundwater rights is working that avenue.
Protests filed against Evangeline still stand, and city leaders here say that if any of them were to go into contested hearings, it could set the project back by 2 years. Reporting from City Hall, I'm Adam Beam for Chris 6 News.
Adam, thank you so much. And you know what? One question neighbors have been asking us is, when will the city declare a water emergency, and what would that look like? Well, we spoke with City Manager Peter Zanoni yesterday, and he said the city has enough water for the next several months and doesn't want to cause panic by declaring a water emergency just yet, with the city currently working to bring more water online.
So when asked about the plan for level 1 emergency, he said that they are working on it.
So it includes things like how do we respond to water needs at hospitals and nursing homes and schools? What about new housing construction? What are the curtailment targets? Are there fee increases known as surcharges? All those are going to be developed over these next several weeks with the City Council and the community. And so that's what we're working on next on this route.
Zanoni says he plans to ask council to make the third meeting a workshop to iron out all those details. He adds we could see more rain in the spring, I should say, as we're now 18 days into meteorological spring. Now, one thing that actually helped out the Coastal Bend water crisis, or could help out, I should say, is, of course, some rain.
Yeah, meteorologist Stephen Jones joins us now. And Stephen, what can we expect for 2026 and the outlook for rainfall?
No, absolutely, you guys. Good morning. You know, we don't have the exact predictions for numbers, but of course we do have some bases that we could go off of. And climatologically speaking, we are entering our rainier months here in the Coastal Bend, especially as we start to enter that spring into summer transition for us. You can see our average monthly rainfall here. Those rainiest months coming in from September as number 1, but then May and June also our second and third most rainiest months. So definitely some good news there as we start to head into summer that we could start to see some more of those rainmakers on the way. The other factor as we start to speak about the climate is that an El Nino and La Nina pattern. As we're going from La Nina into a more ENSO neutral pattern, we start to see these wetter than normal conditions start to push further into the Lone Star State. Not quite the best for the coastal bend as opposed to an El Nino pattern, but that El Nino pattern currently looks like it could start to evolve as we're heading into the back end of 2026. So some silver linings there as we're heading through the rest of the year, and I'm definitely holding out to some high hopes for us here in the coastal bend. As we're looking a little more close term now here for our Wednesday morning, here's a live view from our USS Lexington cam, courtesy of First Community Bank. You could see that good green going on the aquarium and the harbor bridge so far, but very chilly temperatures even though we are well into meteorological spring. We're sitting at 46 degrees over at CCIA, but luckily those winds are back out of the southeast, indicating our warm-up is back on the way as we're heading through the rest of the week. Here's where we're starting the day. 42 degrees, our cold temperature out in San Diego for Duval County. 44 the number for Alice, Kingsville, and even to the south in Falfurrias. But if you're waking up along the coast, a little bit more comfortable. 62 for Port Aransas. Rockport, you're waking up to about 60 degrees this morning. And as we're getting ready for that bus stop forecast, of course, for that drop-off, we're looking at the maybe lower 50s in some areas, but upper 40s otherwise. That 3 p.m. pickup going to be about 74 degrees, and I'm thinking our official daytime high from Corpus Christi coming in at about 76 later this afternoon. As we're looking at the rest of the coastal bend, though, if you're finding yourself closer to the coast, Port Aransas, Rockport, likely only going to be pushing that 70-degree mark when you consider your relative humidity, but as you work your way inland where there's not quite as much relative humidity in the air, that's where it allows those temperatures to rise just a little bit more, and that's where we see the 80s make the return for areas towards Freer and Hebronville later this afternoon. So we're on that warm-up, and it's not going to be stopping there. As we go through the next few days in the upper level pattern, you could see this big ridge of high pressure over the American Southwest. It's going to make its way over to the Lone Star State, and as it does, it is going to strengthen, in fact. So by the time we're heading into Saturday, we could even see some of those 90s return to the board. Luckily, as we head into next week, that high pressure starts to weaken, so those daytime highs also start to weaken a little bit. Here's how it all shapes out on the 7-day forecast. Our official start of spring is Friday morning, but we're going to start to feel a little bit more like summer as we head into the weekend, chasing those upper 80s for Saturday and Sunday, wall-to-wall sunshine taking us into next week with daytime highs settling out in those mid-80s and overnight lows down into the mid-60s.
All right, well, Corpus Christi isn't the only city having water issues. Neighbors in Three Rivers, they're having problems of their own.
Yeah, keep in mind, folks, they don't get their water directly from Corpus Christi, but they do get it from Choke Canyon. And just 2 weeks ago, Corpus Christi City Manager Peter Zanoni warned Three Rivers would be the first impacted by the water shortage. It's left many concerned, including schools, and that's why they're looking into options like water wells.
And he did give us some feedback about how much it would cost, which was about $20,000 for a 200-foot well. But he wasn't especially confident that we would have the volume of water that we needed or the quality of water.
That district has about 540 students. For now, they tell us it's a waiting game, waiting for a solution or waiting to get rain soon. So you may be wondering, what other communities does Corpus Christi water serve? Well, that list is quite lengthy. The cities of Corpus Christi, Aransas Pass, Ingleside, Portland, Rockport, Odom, Gregory, and Sinton are served by CCW, as well as several water supply corporations and districts.
And as we've reported, many neighbors in Robstown have raised concerns about their water quality. So now one local business is taking action, installing a reverse osmosis filtration system to help. The process pushes water through a special filter to remove contaminants and improve quality. So our neighborhood news reporter Stephanie Molina spoke with the owner of Rod and Rolls about what customers have noticed since the change.
They can definitely taste it in our fresh water. We do a lot of fresh water. We sell tons of tea. So the clarity of the tea changed pretty drastically.
Flores is recommending this filter system to other businesses, and he says he would be happy to show them how it works.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, topping the list, council members unanimously approved a motion to team up with CPS Energy, a San Antonio-based company. They'll be coming up with options for seawater desal plants over at the Barney Davis power plant in Flower Bluff. That power plant operates on natural gas to generate electricity. Experts say it also uses a cooling reservoir that draws water from the Laguna Madre, making it a natural fit for desal. So when I looked into this potential price tag for the desal plant earlier on this year, I found it could run as high as $600 million.
A boil order is in effect this morning for neighbors in George West. The city made the announcement yesterday after a water line break. This caused a loss of water pressure. Neighbors are encouraged to boil water before drinking or cooking until further notice, and folks will let you know as soon as the notice is lifted.
There is a memorial for the late Veterans Memorial High School coach Leighton Hernandez. Tonight there will be a candlelit vigil honoring Hernandez. It starts at 7:30 on the high school football field. Everyone is welcome to attend to see his impact on the community.
In a little more than an hour from now, the DPS Crime Lab in Corpus Christi will host an open house. There will be 2 sessions. The first starts at 8:30 and the second starts at 1:30. The open house is at 5001 Prescott Street, and it's open to neighbors interested in learning about how the crime lab operates and maybe considering a career in forensic science.
Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend will hold a job fair later on this morning over the Coastal Bend Food Bank. The inclusive hiring event is designed to support individuals with disabilities. Job seekers can start getting connected with potential employers starting at 9. The event is open to the Coastal Bend community.
And Grow Local South Texas is celebrating 14 years today. The Farmers Market is bringing farmers, families, and the community a festive market day. Today's market will highlight the organization's programs that expand food access. The birthday celebrations will start at 5 this evening at the Arts Center of Corpus Christi.
Well, hey, here's something that might make you hungry this morning. In Los Angeles, a child's tamale stand is helping immigrants detained by ICE.
The 7-year-old raised about $1,500 since November, and she was inspired when her uncle was caught up in an ICE raid back in June. He helped her on the tamale project. Now, we got to know, where are the best tamales in the Coastal Bend? Because I don't think we've had any since we moved.
I've had a couple.
Okay.
It is a contentious argument because obviously it's by personal preference, but I've heard a couple of good places around town. What about you? You mentioned you haven't really had a tamale since you've been back,
Yeah,
right?
I haven't had a tamale since I've been back in Corpus Christi. I know IGB did have them for a little bit there, so I'll have to get some more reviews from some of the people here at the station, probably who know a little bit more than me. But either way, I don't think it's looking like too bad of a weather for some of those tamales today, at least as we're heading into it. We are on the warm up, but we're still in a cold morning, so we're kind of all over the place as we're still in meteorological spring with that transition season. Of course, it does make for some beautiful sunsets, though. This is a photo just from yesterday. Thank you to Patricia Bowman for sending this one in. Over there by the Packery Channel, just got those nice colors in the sunset. If you get any good sunset photos like this, maybe sunrise photos, or even some thunderstorms as they decide they want to work back into the Coastal Bend, go on, take a quick picture, submit them to our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group, and if you're not already a member, definitely going to see some wonderful shots in there once you join. Taking a closer look at our Wednesday morning temperatures with our Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network now. Over in Flower Bluff, sitting at 47 degrees for Graham Road. On the south side, 50 degrees there by Garden Court, with the coldest temperature coming in from 47 degrees also there by Taylor's Way. Pebble Beach Drive, your temperature sitting at about 52 so far. And as we work our way inland, more of those 40s on the board closer to Lake Corpus Christi. County Road 803, 48 degrees. County Road 370 coming in at that 45 degree mark. But if you're heading out for an early morning dog walk, here's a look at that forecast for you. Today's star going to be Cami Avila, saying she likes to sunbathe in the backyard, and hey, I don't blame you with all those flowers out there. Definitely looking more like meteorological spring. 60 degrees by 9 a.m. is what we're expecting, but luckily those 70s make the return as we're heading into that lunchtime hour later this afternoon. And luckily winds not even close to where we started the week at, only about that 5 to 10 mile an hour mark, pushing maybe 15 to 20 miles an hour as we head into this afternoon, but that's pretty average for the Coastal Bend. So daytime high today here in Corpus Christi, chasing 76 degrees, just about perfect if you ask me. By tonight, right back down into those 50s. I'm calling 57 over at CCIA, and then as we go into tomorrow, we continue our pretty good warm-up. 82 degrees on the board for that daytime high, and even more 80s as we start to head into the weekend for us here in the Coastal Bend. As we head through the next few days, by Saturday, we're expecting those daytime highs to start peaking, potentially even a few 90s for inland neighbors towards Duval County. We're calling 88 right now here in Corpus Christi with the strength of that high pressure that starts to work in. Luckily, as we head into next week, you can see that steady decline in our temperatures, but unfortunately, we remain well above average, so you can expect those 80s pretty much daily after we work through tomorrow. And rain chance-wise, with that high pressure overhead, you're not going to need that umbrella in store right now for the rain chances. The only thing on the entire 7-day forecast going to be that sunshine, so maybe just keep that umbrella in store to give you some shade from the sun because we've got the warmth on the way. The official start of spring is Friday morning. We're going to chase 85 degrees for that daytime high and starting to feel a little bit more like summer as we're heading into this weekend. A few 90s by Saturday, calling 88 degrees here in Corpus Christi. Heading into that final week of March, looks like we settle out in the mid-80s for some of those daytime highs, mid-60s for overnight lows. But the one thing I do wish we had more on the board right now, some more of that rain. How are you guys feeling about these temperatures, though?
It's looking good, especially for Brian's Discovery flight on Saturday.
Yeah, I know we keep on talking about it, but I am so excited about this right now, so should be a good old time.
As of right now, those winds are looking pretty good, so we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Stephen. And thank you, folks at home, for tuning in. We always appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. We'll be back in just a little bit with even more news from your neighborhood. Have an awesome day.